Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Podbean, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 170. Coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So, I, a little late, but nevertheless, just finished season 2 of Peacemaker. It is the third entry in James Gunn's rebooted DC universe. But season 1 is still canon. The Suicide Squad is still canon. It gets confusing. It stars John Cena, Danielle Brooks, Jennifer Holland, Freddie Stroma, Steve Agee, my bad, Eagly. That's Frank Grillo, Sol Rodriguez. I don't know like who's starring cast and who's guest starring cast, recurring cast. But that's the gist. Tim Meadows. The overarching 8-episode story of season 2 of Peacemaker is basically everybody is fucked up off the events of the first season. And if you've seen the first season, you know that Peacemaker's dad had an armory in what we learned from the Superman movie was a pocket universe. This pocket universe expanded from an armory to like this multiversal tunnel. Peacemaker discovers the other universe that he prefers. He feels like everything in his universe has gone to shit, and everything in the new universe is not, until it is. I really enjoyed this season. I don't want to get into the fine print of what's canon and what James Gunn has just picked and chose counts. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the DC extended universe is still canon, but it's not. Like, it gets confusing when Frank Grillo is playing the father, the character. Frank Grillo's character is the father of Joel Kinnaman's character, who we know all the way back to David Ayer's Suicide Squad, which Ben Affleck was in. And he was also in a movie with Henry Cavill. But season 2 of Peacemaker is canon to David Cornsweat's Superman. So it's just like, at some point, there has to be a discovery and acknowledgement that the events of The Flash shook shit up to the point that Ben Affleck changed into George Clooney and David Cornsweat is just Superman. You just have to take a deep breath, and some things are never just going to get explained, and that just, we have to eat it and live with it, because in my opinion, James Gunn in these entries is 3 for 3. In his entries overall, he's 5 for 5. The Suicide Squad is great. Season 1 of Peacemaker is great. Creature Commandos is pretty great. Superman and season 2 of Peacemaker are all pretty great. The events of season 1 is why Frank Grillo is in this. Like, he was in Creature Commandos, he was in Superman, he's in this. He's the connecting fiber in this new shared continuity. And he is trying to protect the world, but also has a personal grudge. And like that's where it gets interesting. He's got Sol Rodriguez, he's got Tim Meadows, Steve Agee is torn. You got the Jennifer Holland character who like gets so much to do. Like, I thought she was good in season 1, but like she shows like layers of performance through all 8 of these episodes, and then in multiple universes too. There's just so like, but like the more we learn about the new universe, I think like episode 7 might be the best episode, maybe because it's the most fucked up episode. Cena, like, I think when those first 2 or 3 episodes came out, I think I said this in my Smashing Machine review. When those first 2 or 3 episodes came out, like, John Cena was showing range, and as Christopher Smith, as Peacemaker, he's killing it. Like, he needs his flowers. It's a great performance. And it just, like, it's going to happen. Normies do what normies do. Even cinephiles do what cinephiles do. It's comparison. It's just the world. But Batista, The Rock, John Cena, like, they're all doing great in their own respective lanes. Like, we stop the comparisons. I want to applaud like this whole cast. This whole cast is really good. Freddie Stroma, he's ridiculous. The vigilante character is complete nonsense, but he's so funny. He's so funny. The action is good. The story is good. And again, I literally just said this in my review for Good Fortune. Peacemaker is having a crisis of grass is greener on the other side type shit. He goes to another universe where everything is sunshine and rainbows, and is it really? I hope you guys have access to HBO Max. I hope you guys can watch this. If this is your lane of entertainment, I will never be, but there are some people who are over comic book content. I'm like, whenever Lanterns comes out, like, I'm so hyped for what James Gunn gives us next. Whether it's animated, the video game aspect that I think he might try to introduce is where he might lose me, but then, like, I'm gonna have to, like, be up on these games if they are canon. Like, the Supergirl movie is coming. 8 episodes. I feel like it's so difficult to end a TV season because the finale is the weakest episode. It's tying up loose ends, tying up story. But my thing is, this season ended, what, like 2 weeks ago? James Gunn has come out and said there's no plans for a season 3. But these characters will be seen in other properties. That's cool as fuck. But how do you end the season the way it ended, the way it ultimately ended, with certain characters in certain positions, and just give us no, like Marvel does? This character will be back here. Peacemaker, Harcourt, Economos, Adebayo, Vigilante will be seen here next. Like, come on. So, like, the finale was a letdown, knowing that we have no idea when we'll see these characters again. I might have enjoyed it a little more than season 1, but they're both very good seasons of TV. Again, highly recommended. The only thing you really absolutely must watch before this show is The Suicide Squad. Watching Creature Commandos, watching Superman would help. I don't think it's ultimately necessary. There is one episode that you might need to have wanted to watch Superman beforehand. Maybe even Creature Commandos is so weird. Creature Commandos might be some shit that is required to watch before Clayface comes out next year. But I'm going off the rails. With all that being said, man, in my opinion, Peacemaker Season 2 is almost dope as fuck. Have you seen Peacemaker Season 2, man? What you think? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I just put up a review for Good Fortune, like I said. Black Phone 2. Last weekend, Tron Ares, Roofman. Next weekend, the plan is to watch and review Deliver Me From Nowhere, Rec League Podcast. We got a 2025 in horror discussion coming. So be on the lookout. Like, subscribe, comments. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.